Do I look like completely washed out? Or just like a little washed out? Ugh. It's like I'm a ghost. You can't even see me. Ah, okay. Well, we're going with it. Hi guys! As you can probably tell by my change in location today, I decided I would give you a tour of my bookshelf because that's a thing that I like to watch myself on YouTube, and I think it's kind of interesting to like creep through people's stuff. I didn't change anything for this video. This is exactly how it is all the time, except I did dust a little bit because it hasn't been dusted for like months, so I cleaned for you. You're welcome. This bookshelf was actually built by my uncle for my birthday. It's amazing and I love it. I have little like fairy lights going around and like I just think it makes it a little bit more fun. So starting down on the bottom shelf, this is kind of where everything goes when I don't necessarily even need it on my bookshelf, but I think it deserves a place anyway. I've got some Harry Potter trading cards over in the corner that I've collected over time. I've got my entire series of Unfortunate Events books, which I have been obsessed with since I was a kid, and I'm very, very excited for the Netflix series that's coming up. I don't know if you've heard about that, but it sounds amazing. I've also got a lot of books down there based on movies and just stuff that I've read one time but probably will never read again. And I've also got the Divergent series, which I haven't actually finished. Oops. I've got Anastasia's music box, which I just keep jewelry in, and then I've also got some Edgar Allan Poe and Hugo, which is one of my favorite books. And for some reason this also has become the shelf of weird glasses that I've collected over time. These I believe I got from the release of the 7th Harry Potter book. They're like glow-in-the-dark Harry Potter glasses. These are 3D Harry Potter glasses that I got at the midnight premiere of the last Harry Potter movie when it came out. These are fake 3D glasses that I got at the premiere of something, a Harry Potter 3D, the third one, the one they did live at LeakyCon and it went on for like 5 hours, the Star Kid musical, the third Harry Potter musical, whatever it was called. I don't know why I would ever spend money on these because they're like identical to my real glasses, but that's a thing that happened at some point. And then I've got the, you know, of course, the Darren Criss pink Star Kid sunglasses because I was at one point a Star Kid. Don't judge me. The only other thing really of significance on that shelf is my stack of movie tickets. These go back to about 2008, so, you know, I don't know, relic of my childhood slash slowly becoming a hoarder, who knows? Moving on up, the second shelf from the bottom is sort of my shelf of shame. I've got quite a collection of Twilight memorabilia that I just can't bring myself to put away. I've got all the books, even the new one that just came out. Moving down, I've got some Doctor Who stuff, just more, these are more books that I didn't really like that much, but I just keep them on my bookshelf just because, you know, fill it up. His Dark Materials is down there. Just a few YA books that didn't fit on my YA shelf. Moving up to the next shelf, this is the first of 2 YA shelves. Obviously I've got the Hunger Games series on the end, and then begins my large collection of Maureen Johnson books, which are obviously amazing. I love Maureen Johnson. Then I've got sort of a couple anthologies of a bunch of different YA authors down there. Esther Earle's book, obviously. Then I've got all of my John Green books, which, I mean, staple of a YA bookshelf. Then after that is some Rainbow Rowell, just some more YA, Robin Schneider. You might be wondering what this is. It's a dirt-filled teacup that used to hold a succulent, much like this, however it died and I never refilled it, so it's just a nice teacup full of dirt on my bookshelf. Moving on up to the next shelf, this is a continuation of YA books and also some classics slash mostly Jane Austen, let's be real. I've got my Orphan Black comics then in the end, followed by some internet people books, the Holy Trinity specifically, Grace, Mamrie, and Hannah. Then I've got Felicia Day's book, a couple typography books are there. I've got Stephanie Perkins books, I've got Peter Pan, a couple copies of that, Mary Poppins, and then I think I have so many Jane Austen books, but I don't think I actually even have all of them. I think I have 5 copies of Pride and Prejudice, 3 copies of Emma, Sense and Sensibility, Northanger Abbey, and then on the very end I do have a collection of all 7 of Jane Austen's novels, but I do not really plan on reading that because it's a huge book and way too hard to carry around. This shelf notably became the Lizzie Bennet Diaries shelf when I was obsessed with the Lizzie Bennet Diaries. I also have my Lizzie Bennet Diaries DVDs stored on this shelf, and I got this tin of tea when I visited Pemberley one time. There's still tea in there, I didn't know that. Next shelf up is the beginning of my Harry Potter shelf. Down the end I've got all of my paperback copies, which are completely falling apart, but they show a lot of love, so I can't throw them away, obviously. I've got J.K. Rowling's other books, The Silkworm, Cuckoo's Calling, and then also Casual Vacancy. I've got The Tales of Beedle the Bard, and I also have, obviously, the traditional 7 books in the American covers. I have a pop-up book of Hogwarts, and then I have obviously the illustrated edition that just came out recently. Then I've got The Secret Diary of Lizzie Bennet, and then The Epic Adventures of Lydia Bennet. I also have Zoella's books, and then I just have a few more autobiographies and little, books by other people that I quite admire. A few years ago I made a video about my Harry Potter collection, and these are just a few things that were featured in that video. I've got quite a few figurines from Harry Potter. Obviously I have a pumpkin juice container, just little bits and pieces that I've collected over the years that I just like to keep all my Harry Potter stuff. The top shelf is actually entirely Harry Potter. Down at the end I've got the British edition of all the books. I've also got Harry Potter and Philosophy up there. Just a couple random paperback copies that wouldn't fit on the bottom shelf. I've got Harriet History by Melissa and Nellie, and then Quidditch Through the Ages and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, another copy of Beedle the Bard, and then the special editions for Sorcerer's Stone, Half-Blood Prince, and Deathly Hallows, all of which have really cool, different, unique covers. And then they recently released another set of Harry Potter books in paperback that had new covers, so I obviously also had to collect those. So that's where those are stored as well. And then down in the end I've got the unofficial Harry Potter cookbook, and then also a knitting pattern book based on Harry Potter. And this shelf also just has a lot of Harry Potter little knickknacks that I've collected. I have a butterbeer mug that's signed by Hannah Hart from LeakyCon one year, which is, I just thought it was fitting that Hannah Hart would sign the butterbeer mug. I've got a sneakoscope that I got from the theme park. I've got Bertie Bott's Epic Flavor Beans, and then just a little few stuffed animals and a piggy bank. These are pins from the theme park that I've collected the few times I've been there. I've got this Quidditch set, and then also, this is my favorite. It's when the Diagon Alley first opened and they had Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, so his top hat comes off and there's a little rabbit, and it's really cute. So those are my Harry Potter pins. I'm not a huge pin collector or anything, but I had to get these, obviously. That is everything on my bookshelf. If you have any questions about anything that I talked about, or if you want to see anything in more detail, let me know in the comments or send me a tweet on Twitter. I will gladly explain things or show you things in more detail if you'd like. That is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of my bookshelf, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!